Welcome back to the Pascal and Sas show. The one and only Dr. Sas.
The one and only Pascal Bachmann.
So, today we're going to talk about how we react and support if someone is down, if someone have a bad day, or better, if your partner have a bad day. And it happens even
To the best of us.
so it happens. You know, we are humans, and I actually remember when we look at Ram Dass, I believe it was. He got advice. He was asking, and we talked about spirituality. You can watch that video up here about how we do that in a spiritual way in a relationship and how it supports us in business and life. But Ram Dass was asking for advice. He was on that path of spirituality, always wanted to be in that space with how he think I can feel, and he was struggling. So he asked for advice, one of his gurus, and the advice was, why don't you try to be human? There's a reason for you to be on this planet Earth here right now. And it's probably not to just be spiritual all the time with how you think, act, and feel. So being human comes with having emotions, including you get angry, you sometimes maybe go through anxiety, disappointment, grief, fear, everything that all of us experience sometimes. The question is more, how do you react to all these things? That's a choice that you can control. And
Actually, how do you respond to all these things, right? And we use this word a lot, react, but we actually don't react. We stop, we think, okay, how should we respond to any situation, any emotion in a more productive way?
right, something that supports us and the other person, because the other person is us. But let's let's not go there. But we had a situation like this a few days ago. You wanna talk about that?
Yeah, like a few days ago, I was feeling bad. You know, we are human, like Pascal said, and I have situation and events in my life that I'm also responding to and try to respond to in the most productive way and the most positive way that I could. But, you know, some days I just need to be human. And literally a few days ago, I just feel bad. You know, I just like, I just want to keep up everything and, you know, sell the house and go live in a mountain, in a cave somewhere. And we all have that, you know, those type of moment. And the way Pascal supported me was just amazing, right? You just allow me. He just allowed me to be, and just let me feel my emotion. And then, what else did you do?
What did I do? I mean, I ask you how I can support you, and I believe this is super important. The point I'm making now for guys and girls, women and men, for all of us. If you ask how you can support your partner in times like this, remember that it is not about you, it's about them. And if they say, leave me alone, don't take it personal. It's just, you know, like you were fine, like with my reaction, and it can be empowering, it can be motivating, it can be inspiring, it can be loving, it can be just an ear to listen, it can be anything. But it can also be, can you just leave me alone for like a moment? That's not against you. And this is when we remember, or should remember, that it is not against us. It is a support, and it is giving space and allowing someone to be human, which is fine.
Which is fun, and I was really happy the other day to be human, and we just dropped everything. Actually, And the nice thing for me was just to go out and have a coffee at Starbucks or somewhere.
Actually, one of the nice thing is that was actually the day when we decided, hey, we both have a ton of things to do, and it's just, we like, you guys know that by now. You watch some of our videos. We get up between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. We've switched from 4 to 3. That's another story for another time, why we did that. But we get up, go to the gym, do our stuff and all that stuff. But we always, before we actually start to work, you get up, we do our stuff. Before you work, you always look at your vision, your core values, your visions, and you ensure that you are on mission. We both do that, and that has a reason, right? We want to be on mission. We want to live our purpose. We want to provide that value that we committed to provide for a reason. It comes from within. It's just not just a choice for making money or, again, for our ego. It's a mission. It's a calling that we follow. And the reason why I say that is sometimes you have so much stuff around you that you get sidetracks and you slow yourself down. You are not in line or aligned with what you actually committed to do because of shiny objects, because there's just, you say yes to many things, and that was one of the reasons why you reacted the way you reacted. And what we did is like, okay, I feel actually the same way or similar, and what do we do? So we took a step back, look at the whole thing, and we decided to
Casually drinking.
go to Mexico. You hen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then we just like, yeah, let's book a trip. We just felt overwhelmed with everything, with the event that happened in our lives, with the responsibility that we took upon ourselves, with other things. It doesn't matter how disciplined and how organized you are. Things just start piling up. And if you don't take a step back and rearrange and put all your life in order, it can get from the perfect order to chaos in no time. And this is when we realize we need to just take a step back and relook at what we do and take away stuff and don't do
Reduce,
too much.
simplify.
Reduce, simplify.
And that's exactly what you said before. We realized that we live a life of reaction because of the many things that we decided to say yes to, and we don't want to live a life of reaction. We want to live a proactive life based on our core values and decisions that we decided to live. And once that went out of line, we had two choices. We stay here and try to make it somehow, or we take the luxury and say, hey, let's make a break a week. Let's go to Cancun, let's go to Mexico, let's go to somewhere. It was Cancun this time because we said, okay, disconnect ourselves from the business, and that is something very important. We're going to talk about that in another video maybe. We both build our businesses in a way that we can afford to leave for a week. The team keeps working. So how do you build your business? Do you have systems and a team in place who actually know how to run the systems without you being there every single day and micromanage something? But for us, it was taking that time off, go away, realign, refocus, simplify, reduce, take off 70-80% of what we don't want to do, come back with a straightforward strategy and plan and execute.
Yeah. So back to how we support each other is allowing each other to be and ask for support, how we can support each other. And for me, it was like, yeah, that's how we figure out. That's when we figure out we need to take a trip. Is we just drop everything and we go, let's go take a coffee and take a break from everything and see what we can do to feel better, to feel like we actually live the life that we decided to live, the life that we designed. And when we go off track, that's when we feel overwhelmed. And that's what happened. So we decided to support each other, and we both feel the same way. So we just decided to take a break. And what's the other thing we can do to support each other?
That's something for the next video.
Okay.
I think how would you put that together? Your conclusion for that?
Yeah, when the other person feel bad, you just allow them to feel that emotion. Everyone is human, and even if like we don't judge, like we expect each other to be the mentor, right, the coach, the leader, the one who is an example for others. That doesn't mean we need to be perfect. We practice excellence. Excellence is not perfection. Excellence meaning that you do the best you can, and in this case we support each other by allowing each other to be human and not judge. And the other thing was ask how they can support.
But for me, I underscore what you said, and for me is listen with compassion and allow your partner to express him or herself based on that current truth, and that don't take it personal. So this is how you grow faster. This is how it affects your business and life in a positive way. For more videos like this, give us a thumb up and subscribe. For any questions, comments, please, like always, in the box below. We see you in one of our next videos. Stay tuned and stay healthy and happy.